Good evening. Thank you for stopping by Healing Conversations with Z. I'm Zuri BB, and we're going to do a Divine Feminine reading tonight. Divine Feminine has some things that they want to say. Normally it's Divine Masculines talking to Divine Feminine, but Divine Feminine has some things that she wants to say. I'm not sure how long this message will be. So it might be long, might be short, I don't know. I just put out a whole bunch of cards and I've already pre-shuffled. So I'm going to get on with I want to have like a little gist of what the storyline may be. Got Minnie Riperton playing in the background. So who knows? It's not music is very calming, but who knows what the message may be. I'm not trying to trigger the cards to respond a certain way. So let's see. What do you have to say? What's the gist of your conversation, Divine Feminine? What do you have to say to Divine Feminine? Or the karmic. Hey, it could be either one. Interesting. Upside down, I'm going to leave it. Let's see, we got marriage upside down and poverty. Anything else? Wow. Take it. Take it. Anything that jumps, I'm taking it. Alright, so far, it's an upside down marriage, so, and we got the poverty card, we got toil and labor, we got despair and message. I don't know what that's about. Maybe there is a Divine Feminine who's married or doesn't want to be married anymore, or marriage upside down. Or they don't want to be committed. Or she's feeling that the relationship, she doesn't want to be in a relationship where she feels neglected, even though she keeps working towards it, because she's in despair. It just keeps her in that loop, and that's the message that she wants to send. She's in a relationship that she feels neglected in. Even when she works towards it, it sends her into despair. Or sends them into despair. Because Divine Feminine could be a male. Let's keep it 100. Let me not do that. Yeah, Divine Feminine doesn't want to be neglected in a relationship that she's working on. Because it's putting her in despair. That's what she's saying. Let's see. She's saying that this is a message in with wands, the Knight of Wands. She's, she ain't feeling it. She don't feel like, she doesn't feel passionate about this relationship. And she is totally not down for being neglected. Totally not. And she is about pissed off about this working like this. You know, working, you know, and still feeling neglected. There's the King and the Queen's of Wands out there. Wow. And this is her energy. She not, Divine Masculine not in here. She's looking at this from both sides of her energy. So she is balanced in this. She's speaking. She's all the way in her truth. She does not appreciate this. Oh wow, a lot of cards came out, and I'm gonna take them. Because she's in despair, she's trying to use her magician energy, and she wants to use this energy in a good way, because a lot of people don't speak on it, but the magician can be evil as well as positive. So she's trying to use them in a good way, because right now she's, you know, she's anxious, having high anxiety about it, and it's stopping her from manifesting spiritually. You know, the Seven of Cups is causing an issue with the Seven of Cups. She's not feeling it, but she wants to be in her Ten of Cups. This is the goal for any twin flame. You want to be in your Ten of Cups, not the Pentacles. You want to be in your emotions. That's what she wants, but it's not happening right now because she feels neglected, and that's the truth. What else? She can't even transform, and she's being truthful. Whatever this feeling of being neglected is not allowing her to transform, and that's why she's had to call in her, you know, magician energy to help her. She don't want to fight. Five of Swords. She don't want to fight. She don't want to fight. There's the Three of Swords up there because she knows a Three of Swords situation, and she's Two of Swords. She knows about it. She knows about it. And that's, you know, she's anxious about it, and she don't want to be in that energy. She wants to be in this energy. She prefers to be in the Queen of Pentacles. She prefers to be abundant in the relationship. That's how she's feeling. And I'll clarify this, each one. Yeah. The fighting. Passionately fighting. So she don't want to come forward with a passionate message because she's sick of this fighting. She, you know, whatever the fighting is going on, she don't feel like fighting. She said, I'm done with that. It's too much fighting. What about this King of Swords? King, in her energy, King of Swords being truthful, she wants to have the Ace of Pentacles, to be abundant, and she wants it to go with the Ten of Cups. She wants a new beginning, but you know, who knows, you know, how this is going to turn out. You know, she's just sending a message out there. Oh wow. Queen of Cups. You know, because she's been so cutthroat, she can't even be in the Queen of Cups. She's not even in her emotions. She's, you know, because she's been Queen of Swords, and that's affected her. We got the Four of Swords on the and the Two of Cups on the Magician. So, you know, she's resting to think about the situation. She's resting about this Two of Cups situation. up. You know, she's going to go take a rest, think about it. She's going to think about this, you know, whether or not she wants it anymore. Because what's been going on has her feeling anxious. Some of them are having nightmares, you know. But she would prefer to be in this mode, Queen of Pentacles. She wants to be abundant, but right now, because of the feeling of being neglected, you know, it's what's affecting her. So the Seven of Cups. Spiritually, she wants to have victory over this issue. She wants to have victory and have the Ten of Cups, you know, over this situation. But passionately, she feels defensive. Nine of Wands. She feels very defensive because of all the stuff that's going on. And because that's going on, it's not helping. She can't transform. She wants to end this cycle. But because the situation has her feeling defensive. Oh, she's having it's a tower moment. This is why. Tower moment that was caused by the Five of Swords, by fighting with divine masculine, or it could have been with a karmic, or it could have been with her family, it could have been with her job, anything. It's just a lot going on for her, but she knows that whatever is going on, it's affecting her wanting to be in a situation where she's neglected. So she wants to move forward, away from that situation. She's trying to move away from it. She wants to move away from the tower, from the fighting, and she wants to be abundant. She wants to have a new emotional beginning. Now, whether that's going to happen or not, you know, that's up to, you know, spirit. You know, you have to work on yourself. You know, inner child issues, things like that. I'm going to put these vortex cards are relationship cards, and because she's talking about a relationship, let's see what they have to say about it, what messages are going to come up. Vortex, what do you have to say about divine feminine? You know, what she's saying. Oh, let's see. Keep it going. Anything else? Put a few more messages for divine feminine that she can put out there. What else do you have for her? Anything else? I'll leave it at that. So the vortex has said her relationship will change when her vibration changes. So she's, you know, this is what spirit is telling her. She needs to change her vibration. You, divine feminine, you need to get out of this negative energy, because as long as you have negative energy, that's all that's going to happen. Let me see. Yep, you're living in a time when fewer people will attempt the impossible task of pushing the unwanted far enough away that they will be left with only that which is wanted. It is the time when more people will come to the realization that what they have been seeking is not a change in the behavior of others or in the world outside of them, over which they have no control, but instead an understanding of their own vibrational relationship with Source, over which they have complete control. So yeah, divine feminine, you need to quit focusing on divine masculine or whatever that outside thing is that you're trying to change. You can't change that. You can only change your own vibrational energy. So when you change your energy, the situation will change. What else does the vortex have to say? You have the power to direct your own thoughts. Yeah, your thoughts create your reality, divine feminine. You know, as long as you're thinking in this, is them doing something to you, you're going to always be in that energy of somebody having the control to control you. You have the control to control you, not someone else. What else? Causing pain for others would attract pain to me. Yeah. You got to get out of this energy. You don't want to cause pain to others. You want to heal. And even if somebody is causing pain towards you, it's hurting them as well. Yeah. Let's see. I'll read what it says. Not only do those being pushed against feel the pain, but those doing the pushing feel it as well. In fact, the unhappiness least fulfilled among you are those who are pushing against others, because in doing so, you are disallowing the most important relationship of all, the relationship between you and you. Because the flawed premises, my group's way of life is the only correct way, therefore all ways must be stopped. You can't control people. Quit trying to control this situation. That's why you're in this pain. That's what the vortex is saying. And what else? This is what they're saying as well. Every relationship I establish is eternal. It is. It's eternal. There's that 8. There it is. Infinity symbol. You know, and this one, they want you to understand that every relationship is eternal, and that once it has been established, it is a part of your vibrational makeup forever. And that in your powerful now, where all that you have become converges with all that you are now becoming, you hold the power to create. And so your observation of a situation, wanted or unwanted, no matter how remote you believe yourself to be, makes you a co-creative partner of this experience. So whatever all of this stuff is going in, feeling neglected and in despair, anxious, and all this tower moment, all this other stuff, you creating this. You are part of this. It takes two people, a cause and reaction. You need to understand that. It's not just they're doing this to me, blah blah blah. No, whatever's happening to you, it's happening to them as well. It's happening to them as well. Let's see what the spirit guides have to say about this. What's the message? Appreciate your talents. Whatever your talents are, you need to appreciate them. They'll help you use them to help you get out of this funk, out of this mental prison. And be kind. Get out of this Queen of Swords energy. You're in this Queen of Swords energy, and it's causing issues. You need to get out of this energy. Everyone has value. Yes, divine masculine, your job, your kids, your family, even though you might be at odds with these people, with yourself. Everyone has value. And you need to understand that. What else? And not only that, you need to take responsibility for your actions. I said that though because it takes two to tangle. Whatever is going on, you had a part to play in feeling neglected. You had a part of this. That's what the guides are saying. It's not just divine masculine or whoever the issue, you're having the issue with. And you should not judge them. Judge not, lest you be judged yourself. Don't judge people. You really don't know what's going on. There's more to what you think you know is going on. There's way more going on underneath the surface. Let's see what else. attracts like. So whatever it is that you arguing or feeling, you're attracting it to you. If you want to be treated better, you need to act better. Can't be in the Queen of Swords energy. Or that's what you're going to get from Divine Masculine. I'm saying Divine Masculine because it's a relationship there, some type of relationship. Or Divine Feminine, your counterpart. You need to choose love over fear. So whatever you are fearing, you need to change it from fear and change and move it to love. And then you'll be able to look at the situation from a different viewpoint. Get one more card and then I'll move on. What else? Alright. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. But not knowing, making the assumption that you know what's going on with the other party that you're not, feeling too cool about right now. You need to understand this is just something that's happening right at the moment. Energies change, emotions change, but you got some work you need to do. You need, you got to take responsibility for your action. You got to choose love over fear. You have to do all these things, and part of that is working on your inner child and deep-rooted belief systems that were placed on you that you are warring with. These are the things that are going on, Divine Feminine. Even though you're trying to put this on Divine Masculine, he does have a part to play, but you need to work on these things too. They're telling you need to relax. Whether that's relax being so mean, relax to the situation. Don't be so rigid. Who knows? They want you to shine. In spite of what's going on, there are things to be grateful for. You just need to change your focus. You're looking at on the negative aspect of what's going on, and you need to learn. You're learning something. Whatever whatever is going on, you need to learn from whatever has happened. Divine Feminine. I hear you. I'm not saying that what you're saying has no merit. For you feeling you being in your emotions, but you need to learn from this. Because even though it's kind of dim right now, there is a joy. There's joy in this. If you have to, even if you have to look really, really, really deep within whatever's going on, you got to look at the situation for what it is and find the joy in it. Because once you find the joy in it, you can flip how you feel of what, around. Because you're fertile. Fertile with all kind of possibilities. Once you change the way you think about this situation with Divine Masculine. But you have to do that. And music has a lot to do with it. Maybe the music you're listening to is affecting how you feel. Maybe the music is triggering you. You need to be careful about what you're listening to. Pretty soon, I'm going to be talking about the effects of music on you, because the music is used to trigger you and affect you. And maybe that's what's going on with Divine Feminine. Because whatever is going on might be past life issues that you're learning from. Maybe you're clearing out some of your past life karma. And doing that will help heal your heart. You might be fighting a battle that's not even yours. It might be one of your ancestors. And you don't know that. You don't know that. So what does nature have to say? What does nature have to say about this? once you get it together, you'll have a culmination of a vision. You can look out and work towards that. Once you work on your vision, but you have to be clear about that. You know, like I said, it's a lot. It's so much going on, and your eyes are blurry right now to what actually is going on around you. You don't understand that you're focusing on the negative when there's so much positive there for you to see. So so you need to catch your breath. Stop before you start making quick judgments about the situation that you really don't have all the information for. You need to just stop and reflect and catch your breath and rethink things so you can take an ideal course of action. You're thinking one way, but once you stop and think about everything, put it in a different perspective, balance things out, you'll be able to change your thoughts on it. Because right now you're not at your best. Once you change your, get an ideal course of action, you'll be able to go back to being your best self. Because right now you're not. Right now you are being controlled by something. Something could be karmic, could be divine masculine, just being stubborn, playing mind games. It could be your boss doing stuff, a co-worker, your kids, your parents. It could be anything that's going on right now that's affecting you. But just stop before you make a hasty decision that could affect your future. Open your heart, because it's closed right now. Open your heart, because you've closed it because of your thinking. You're thinking you're being neglected, but it probably isn't even that. Probably isn't even that. Once you open your heart, you'll be able to expand. You might be going through a transformation yourself. Last card is you got to be always true to your heart. You always got to be true to you when you're dealing. That's the overall message that nature has to say. Be true to your heart, because once you get a culmination of your vision, you'll be able to be your best. It'll help you catch your breath and open your heart, and then you'll be able to take an ideal course of action which will allow you to expand. Once you be true to your heart, whether that's with divine masculine or without divine masculine, that's your journey. I don't, that's your own personal thoughts and things like that. Let's see, what do these angels have to say? Look through the situation. Yes, don't look at it, because as long as you're looking at it, you're still in it. Once you look through it, that means you can get through it. You won't be stuck in it. You don't want to be stuck in something. You want to be able to go through it so you can talk about how you got over it. And then you'll be able to share with others how you actually did it. You want to explore the other, yourself, your emotions. Explore the emotions and see how it got you to this point, where you feel like you need to close your heart. You felt like you were not being, you felt you were being neglected. Anything else? Anything else? you need to know you are loved. Whether you don't feel it or not, you're very much loved. Very much loved. Just right now you're in a energy feeling that you're not. Okay, I love these butterfly cards because they have beautiful messages. Let's see what this one says. Nothing is impossible for the heart. Love will always find a way. So whatever you're going through, just know love will find a way. It's that, wow. Lionel Richie, love will find a way. I need to find out if I have that song. I might have that song. I don't know if that's Lionel Richie or with the Commodores. It might be him by himself. Yeah. You are valuable. Many people are thankful for my presence in their lives. You hear that? That's what Spirit is telling you, that you're valuable, and a lot of people are thankful for you. Probably even your divine masculine, even though right now you ain't feeling it, you know, and he ain't communicating anything to you. Know that everything happens according to divine timing for the best results. So maybe this is something that the divine is happening to, you know, it's a lesson in this that you need to understand. You need to work through to help you grow within yourself. You know, like I said, this channel is to help you grow within yourself. The love within you is more powerful than doubt or fear. Know that. They're telling you. Remember this. The love that's inside you is more powerful than doubt and fear. So quit doubting that you're being neglected. You're not. You know, people are going through a lot right now, especially this week. This has been a crazy week. And it's a full moon coming up too. The door that closes for you is the wrong door. So if for some reason, you know, you ended with divine masculine, that was the wrong door. And the door that opens for you is the right door. So, you know, once one door closes, another one will open. You're never stuck outside the door. Never. You're never stuck. A lot of people think that, you know. And maybe this is just a cycle for that door to close. And it will, but you know what, sometimes you have to restart over. So that's why you need to check yourself. So Spirit is telling you to switch off your mind and have some fun. So maybe you need to go hang out with some friends and do some things. You know, maybe you need to do that. What's this last message from the Ascended Masters? You know, what do they have to say? Unconditional trust. They're telling you to have unconditional trust. Let's see. I'll read that one. Let me find the book, because I moved it. Oh, here it is. Number 31. And that is Master Crystal 333 for you all that wanted to know. Unconditional. This is Ascended Master Mother Mary and Celestite. Celestite. Unconditional trust. We bring you the blessing of unconditional trust. There are times when trust comes easily. Perhaps life is proceeding according to some sort of plan, or you have enough money to feel safe, sufficient prospects on the horizon. Let me read that back. Perhaps life is proceeding according to some sort of plan, or you have enough money to feel safe, insufficient funds on the horizon to feel excited, and enough love in your relationships to feel wanted and valued. Then there are times when it is harder to trust. Perhaps none of the above applies to you. You feel lost, feel alone, confused, and without a clear plan or sign of hope ahead. You may be frightened and just want something to lift you out of the darkness and into the light. Your mind and perhaps your family and friends might tell you that this is a time that is crazy to trust. They may tell you that you should try to fix yourself, get real, give up, and get on with life. Do not listen to doubts or negativity in others or yourself. It is safe to trust. The Divine Mother is watching over you and will guide you safely into the new life awaiting you now. And I'll read more of this. I'm looking at the time. Yes, we're good. The Oracle of Unconditional Trust says to you that this is the time when you need to trust the most. This is the time when you need to trust unconditionally. You may feel comfortable doing this, or you may feel deeply challenged by this idea. You may feel there is no particular evidence that you should trust, and yet you'll happily do it anyway. Or maybe you feel that trusting without a sign that things are going to improve is beyond you. Either way, this oracle brings you a message. The divine is looking out for you. For the weary and anxious mind, unconditional trust can bring such relief. The idea that you don't have to keep worrying and that everything is going to work out according to a higher plan and divine grace can soothe away mental anguish and emotional suffering. If it is difficult for the mind to let go, it might prefer to keep worrying and trying to work things out. This could be especially so if you have relied upon people before and been let down, or don't feel absolutely certain the universe loves you and has your best interest at heart to always act for your greatest good. If the mind is in a fear response like this, it needs to be reassured. It needs to understand why you are in a situation where unconditional trust is being asked of you in the first place. There may be many reasons, some of which you come to understand in hindsight. There is one reason that is always true, however, and it may help your mind to relax a little and allow your heart to take over. This reason is that the divine wants to be more involved in your life. It wants to help you avoid unnecessary pitfalls, pain, and obstacles, and only go through the suffering absolutely essential for your growth. That is so much less than what we fear or expect it to be. It wants you to be filled with divine love and to live a life that is increasingly free, graceful, and blessed, so you inspire others to trust unconditionally too. How can this happen? Only when you allow the divine unrestricted access to your life. The only way you can do that is by trusting unconditionally. Imagine abseiling down a cliff. The divine is spotting you from below and above. It can see where you could stumble and is managing the rope so you are secure. You will take the journey yourself, but you have some divine eyes, hands, and guidance to help you take the journey in the best way. You might have difficulty trusting in your spotters. You might stop and keep checking for yourself what is happening, and yet still not be able to see the entire cliff face clearly. Maybe you get twisted in your ropes, become frozen in fear, or ignore the guidance and end up hurting yourself. You may believe that the pain you experienced happened because your spotters weren't trustworthy. Actually, it happened because you weren't trusting. That's okay. It's not fun, but it happens sometimes. The divine is always there waiting for us to trust, with loving guidance and a willingness to help us find an easier way next time. This is how we learn and grow as human beings and become more able to let the universe help us in life. When this oracle comes to you, it brings guidance. It is safer to trust unconditionally in the divine guiding hand than the limited perspective of your own mind at this time. Get out of your head. Let the divine in. Let him take over. Or let it take over. The divine can and will navigate you safely through your life journey, if you allow it. You don't have to be afraid. You'll handle whatever you need to handle, and you'll do it well. But you have the opportunity to avoid unnecessary suffering and enjoy a smoother journey by trusting unconditionally that your affairs are going to work out exceptionally well. Why not take that opportunity for yourself and for the divine to manifest itself more brilliantly through you into the world. Do that for yourself now and the rest of us by trusting that everything is working out. So, divine feminine, the divine is saying to get out of the way and let him take over, or let it take over. You know, stop feeling like you're being neglected. Know that you need to be true to your heart, and in order to do that, the divine is here to help you succeed. This is the end of the reading. I hope that it was something that you could use in your life and apply to your life. Please like, share, subscribe, make comments, and until next time, you take care. Peace.